Thank you.
Okay, Tilen, looking forward to hearing your voice. I'm making you the presenter, and if you want to share something on your screen, you can do that as well. Just passed you the baton in our relay race on F.A.C.E.
Hello, guys. Do you hear me?
Yeah, Tilen, hi. Great to meet you.
Hey, thanks, Dale, for the invite and for this interview.
Okay, well, you know, I usually do a little due diligence on people, want to know a little bit about them, and I have been to your website. You're the co-founder of TraderHub.io, and I, read your bio. You traded everything before you went to Bitcoin. But I have a question for you, my trading warrior brother. You ready for it?
Sure.
Okay, your bio starts out, you go to college, you get, your degrees, I don't know if maybe a master's, and then all of a sudden you're trading prime clients' portfolios. Now, I was born at night, but not last night, my friend. And no one hands a graduate student their prime client portfolio until they've proven themselves in the market. So tell me what happened before you had that big gig and how you got involved in trading, and were you already looking at things and taking shots while you were still in school?
Sure. How much time do we have?
We have 20, a couple days.
I'm gonna make it short from the beginning.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, you were exactly right. I pretty much traded everything there is in the market. I started in high school. I still remember it was like third grade. I didn't have a driving license, so I asked my mom to drive me to the brokerage house to open an account. I put everything.
What grade is it? What grade?
It was like in second or third grade or high school.
Oh, okay.
I was watching all the
second grade, not second grade, or you'd be in Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Second year, yeah, second.
Okay,
yeah,
second year. All right.
Then I watched all the Wall Street movies and this popular stuff. So I knew what I want to become when I'm gonna be older, So basically, I went to the brokerage house. I opened an account. I asked the lady there, what should I buy? I didn't have a clue what to buy back then. So the lady just proposed me some tickers. I said, okay, I'm gonna buy everything I have. I'm gonna put this aside. My mom said, oh, you're crazy. You're gonna lose everything, Well, it was in the year 2003, 2002, and it was just behind the dot-com bubble crash. So
all right, so the markets had already bottomed, and
they bottomed. They started rising.
Okay.
So it was pretty easy. I just bought, make like 3 or 4 times in like 2-3 years. It was pretty easy. Then I went to college, and for sure I signed finance. I started trading actively. And right after the college, I signed on the different brokerage house to manage big clients' portfolio, high net individual, institutional clients. This was my target group. So I was managing their money from all over the world, really. We were covering all the markets, all the asset classes. And basically, I was doing that for 6-7 years. And
all right, I have a question on that part of your journey. Tell me the difference in the emotions you feel trading your own money or trading other people's money.
For sure, there's a difference. Come on, I try to being emotional in trading is not gonna do you any good. So for sure, running other people's money is much easier than running your own. But I never saw money like, I don't know, some assets. So for me, it was not emotional. Really, trading was not emotional. And still is
some people are the opposite, actually, Tilen, where some people are more emotional about their own other people's capital. Because then they have to explain, well, the market zigged when I thought it would zag, and that kind of thing. But interesting. Okay, so I kind of have an idea, and I can tell by the first chart you pull up that you've been like totally converted to kind of a crypto guy. How's it going on the dark side, buddy?
Dark side. Well, it's really a funny story. I wanted to continue it. Yeah, after I was managing other people's money. It was in the middle of the financial crisis, and after the financial crisis, I still insisted for 3 years. Then I had enough. At 30s, I said, okay, I have enough of the markets. I'm gonna do something else, and I took like 6 months off. I tried to figure out what I'm gonna do, and in that 6 months, I started missing trading again. So I started trading commodities for professional commodities.
It's like being in the mafia in Hotel California. You could check out, but you can never leave. You're a lifer.
Exactly.
We've all tried to walk away. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I couldn't walk away. So I tried to trade something different. So that's why I signed to trade professionally oil and gas. Okay. It's good. It's going good for 4 years. And then the funny part of the story, when you were mentioning my degrees and diplomas, I signed 2 years ago. I signed an MBA degree in some other state. I was sitting in a classroom with some lawyer, my friend lawyer, yeah. And he was watching in my charts, and he was seeing my brand chart, and he was looking, and he said, "What do you have here, buddy?" I said, "I'm trading oil, you know." And he said, "Well, this is lame. You don't trade cryptos?" And I said, what are cryptos, you know? And he was like, "Well, you are not a cool guy." And I said, "Well, come on." And that was in 2016. So 2016, I didn't know really. Honestly, I didn't know much about cryptos. And it wasn't my interest because there was not enough volume. There was not much activity. You couldn't actively trade that. So basically, in 2017, when the volume picked up in the beginning of the year, I started crypto, and now I'm really into the market. Really, it's 100% crypto, so almost.
Okay, so interesting, and you know, it's interesting, you know, that people can trade crypto through the platform that you started and were a co-founder of. You know, my issue before we get to directionality on some of these cryptos is, do people hold their money on deposit? You kind of play the role of broker.
Sorry,
do you play the role is Traders Hub.io a broker where people deposit funds with you and trade crypto?
Basically, the project behind that, it's not officially launched. It's in the stage of the building. So the system is, as soon as I started trading cryptos, I noticed there's not proper trading platforms on the market, because platforms were made by geeks and developers. They were not made by traders, you know. And when I was opening accounts for trading cryptos, I was like really confused. There was no like, you know, simple green, red candles. They were like purple, yellow. The orders was really mixed. And it was really, really, for me, confusing to enter an order and just to manage, like, not actively, but like passively trade. It was impossible. That time, I gathered a team of traders and some IT guys, and I said, "Come on, guys, we have to do a station that's gonna be like perfect to use, you know, like from Forex, and we want to do like a platform used on this market, and we integrate it to the crypto." So this was the project behind. We are now in the second stage. We published a demo version, and hopefully, end of the year, beginning of this year, we're gonna have the whole solution ready.
Okay, well, since you're not there yet, but you do trade crypto, where do you trade it, and where do you trade it, and do you feel comfortable leaving large sums of money wherever you're trading it?
Currently, I trade on 12 different exchanges. So from the biggest one, from Kraken, Bitfinex, Binance, I use them all, and it's really confused because you cannot have like aggregated portfolio view. So you have to put like manually inside of some app all your transactions, all your orders, and it's really confusing. This is one part that I want to solve with the Traders Hub. I want to aggregate all the orders. So basically, I'm trading on the all liquid exchanges because you need liquidity. And when you said, yeah, if I'm comfortable, let's say I'm comfortable keeping money on 12 different. I wouldn't leave it on one. So I spread the volume, and I feel much safer. But yeah, you still have like a feeling that something's gonna miss the next day, you know.
Yeah, you don't feel secure. You know, because they're not guaranteed by an exchange, unregulated, most of them still, right?
Well, most of the assets are on regulated exchanges, so I feel safe.
Okay. All right. So we're looking at Bitcoin here. I recall up around the highs is when they, before the highs. And I was thinking back then, although some people took the other side, that one of the reasons for the advance was I don't think there were people short selling Bitcoin. They may have sold for liquidation purposes. And then we had those futures contracts, and that did put in a high. When I heard they were going to do that, I figured there were guys in Chicago drooling, waiting for this contract to set up so they could test the market on the downside, which is what happened, right? So, so here we are. You know, I have that blue trend line that you have, Tilen. So, yeah, we're outside of the trend line. Trend lines, destinies they're meant to be broken. So I guess the question is this just a bounce in a bear market, or are you seeing something different that we could see the resumption of some type of bubble? Because I was taught, you know, normally once parabolic moves happen, and that was a pretty good parabolic move in all the cryptos, that it takes a long time for them to achieve those highs again.
Exactly. You're right on that. I think we're gonna get the Bitcoin issue in some books in our future for sure. It's by the book. It's a bubble crash, and now it's rising again. But before I go to the current stage, I just want to mention something. You mentioned futures. Exactly. When the futures came out, just like after November, December, the price was rising crazy, like from 12,000 to 14,000 and then to 1,600. I went out at 12,000. I said, guys, this is crazy. And we were bullish because the futures are coming. Yeah, the big guys are going to buy Bitcoin. I said, okay, this is not going to work out. Everybody is going to short sell. And the same thing happened in Tulip Mania. You remember Tulip Mania, the greatest bubble of all time?
I was only a kid then.
Yeah, I know. But you read it from the book, and it was the same. Right now, the market crash. It was the same.
Yeah.
In December, I wrote also blogs on TradingView, and I publish ideas. In December, I targeted Bitcoin when it was 17,000. I said, guys, this is going to $6,000, and everybody in the blog was, yeah, no, you're crazy. We're going to 30,000.
Yeah.
And I have a picture here that I targeted 6,000. But why? Because the 6,000 level, if I chart it to weekly, was basically the last red candle that we have before the parabolic rise. So this was basically my target, and you can see the pin of the candle.
Right.
It was stopped right at the 6,000. This was my initial target. I said, okay, 6,000 is pretty good target from here. The volume was the support was strong, and we're gonna get this bounce to the blue line, which happened. And the important level here is this one, holding the blue line. This is the the second higher high from the lower low. So basically, before we're not gonna get over this one, we are not gonna get in some bull market. So that's why I'm really pretty cautious around here. This was actually by the book. Yeah, we bounced. We are now moving around. 10,000 is really like a psychological strong level, so it was normal to reverse, and now we are testing the lower level of 9,000. And now I'm like really cautious. For me personal, I think we're gonna go lower. I think I marked here important level of 6,600.
So you think we're going to attack the major uptrend line that supported the big break again?
Yeah.
Again. The question will be, you know, what does it do there? So let's just assume it breaks down. What would that mean price discovery wise for Bitcoin if we broke down?
It's gonna crash like a stone to 4,000. That's for sure, because we don't have any major supports under that, you know. Just like here around 5,000, this is some small number, but till 4,000 we don't have nothing. So I'm really like, if this doesn't hold at 6,600, which was pretty strong level for like 5 times already, I think it's gonna get much lower. But overall on cryptos, I'm still bullish on the market, even though the prices are far ahead of the market itself and market itself. But I'm still slightly bullish.
What about all these ICOs? You know, to me, I know you weren't around in 2000. You talk about, well, maybe you were, you know, dating in high school, but this ICO market reminds me of .com going into the bubble in the year 2000. All you had to do was put, you know, .com after your name, and you got a valuation. Most of them went away, but a few strong hands survived and became major innovators and changed our world. Are you seeing the same thing here, that a lot of these ICOs and a lot of these cryptos are scammy, and how do you know the difference between an ICO that might be interesting and one that at the best could be a pump and dump?
Exactly, it's exactly the same story as it was in .com bubble. That's why in the last year when I started investing in ICO, I really had this in mind the whole time. And I can tell you, I invested in like, I think around 20, 30 ICOs, and I checked it probably only like 10 white papers, because I knew that there's a hype on the market, and it's, you know, the price is gonna rise, and it's crazy how much hard it was to get even into invest to the ICO, because people were buying like crazy. And this is this hype media. It was same as in .com bubble. Beside the scams that were on the market, people were trying to get the money without any project. There was also project with roadmaps and project that they're not doable in 100 years, not in like in 1 or 2 years. But people didn't care about that. And it's really dangerous for some newcomers to the market to invest in this kind of project, you know. But they are really good project on the market. They are already evolving in our market. They are already used in our economy, and they are really useful for speeding up the process and for everyday use we have.
Do you have names? Do you have names and charts for any of them?
I have. I prepared some charts that I only do trades and on charts and ideas I present on the coins that I like fundamentally, because I know I was trading before on real markets, traditional markets. I always tracked also fundamental side, not just technical side. That's why I also at the project, I also check fundamentals.
So, and also is a big fundamental like it is in equities, especially things like mining shares and oil companies, really the management. So therefore in ICOs, it's, you know, the jockey, you know, I mean, who's riding the horse that really matters?
It is. It has to be a guy really with extensive knowledge in technology, like a visionary. It's like a Fama, you know, like Vitalik, who is like a founder of Ethereum. You know, he's like really, when you listen to him at YouTube, you know that he's like 5 steps behind, in front of everybody, you know, in thinking. And it's crazy how he thinks and how he sees the markets. And when you check this and when you're monitoring this, you get like a lot of him. So basically,
a much stronger recovery in Ethereum than Bitcoin. Is there a message in that?
Yeah, there is message. I think I thought in the last quarter of 2017 that we're gonna see the switch on the first places, and I think Ethereum is gonna overtake Bitcoin, and I think this is going on. If you check the Bitcoin dominance, it's now dropping. It's like 36%. It was low at 33%. I think we're gonna see the change on the upper 3 places, and I think that Ethereum is one of the coins that could overtake Bitcoin in some near futures.
Is that dominance? Is that dominance number about daily trading volume?
Yeah, this is daily. This is the market
trading volume. It's showing you the percentage of daily trading volume across the crypto universe. And
yeah, it's percentage of total market cap. Yeah, daily.
Okay, got it. Okay, market cap. That's different than volume. All right.
Yeah, this is market cap, and the Bitcoin dominance is dropping, and we can see some other coins gaining, like altcoins and Ethereum and Ripple. They are gaining shares. I think they're sooner going to take some share from Bitcoin, and people are just searching for some other coin. And Ethereum is like 90% of the cryptocurrencies is run on Ethereum, and this is like really huge. It was really funny to see when the Ethereum was dropping like crazy, you know. But if there was no Ethereum, there's no cryptocurrency and ICOs, because everything runs on Ethereum. It's like 92% of the market is on Ethereum. So basically, this was really one fundamental story behind it. I was also checking here, and I marked with the blue line. I marked the retracement here, and it pulled back really nicely. Now we are seeing some resistance area. I think we're gonna pull back a little bit, but I still see future growth of the Ethereum. And you mentioned before some smaller coins. I'm gonna show you some other stuff that I like. By trading, I usually check patterns. I like searching for patterns. I like searching for powerful moves. And IOTA is really one amazing project. Signed many partnerships behind it with Volkswagen and so on. And it's basically Internet of Things project. IOTA is moving really nice in pattern. I also marked this before the breakout. I made I'm gonna show you. I made a chart before I break out and I publish it. I noticed the same pattern that we had like in November, also in April. It was a nice clean breakout. IOTA made like a really nice from $1 to $2.
Looks like it's going to 10.
I like IOTA. I'm not gonna predict any price. I don't want to make it investment advice, but I'm holding to IOTA. I strongly believe in the thing.
Because it looks like two drives. You know, it's kind of the way I look at things. So,
it is.
How about Litecoin? That hasn't recovered as well, has it? And what is the fundamental reason behind Litecoin? I remember when it first came out, and I was being sarcastic and skeptical, and I asked if Litecoin had less calories than Bitcoin.
Well, yeah, exactly. Litecoin is like just a little bit of faster version of Bitcoin, and that's like a silver of Bitcoin, So, but
I like that metaphor.
It's basically they just
it's poor man's Bitcoin.
Yeah, they just duplicated the same technology. They made 4 times more coins, and they said and 4 times faster. That's it. The transaction is 4 times faster than Bitcoin. Bitcoin is really old technology. The first one, the Litecoin was a little bit improved. So basically, it's lagging all the time. Is lagging behind, and cryptocurrency. The first indicator for rising price is popularity. And of course, because Bitcoin was the first, was always more popular than Litecoin, So Litecoin was always like lagging behind Bitcoin. But for me, personally, I have to admit, the first purchase I made was in Litecoin, because I knew, okay, come on, Bitcoin was like 1,000, Litecoin was like 30. Okay, the difference is too much, because if it's around 4 times faster, come on, it has to be like higher compared to Bitcoin, And it's but the end, it's all about popularity. But also, Litecoin has amazing stuff behind it.
So, are these cryptos a lot like pink sheet stocks, where people go out and they do dog and pony shows and they promote their coins on video? It's all about creating a buzz. Creating a buzz. Okay, so they probably have like investor relations firms do that in equities. Are there companies that specialize in bringing in volume to these coins?
There is a lot of scams.
You'll give them coins. You'll give them coins and hope that they generate some buying interest. Is that how they do it?
Yeah, they do. There's a lot of scam because the market is not regulated. It's really a wild west. When I did like my first workshop for new traders, I said, guys, be careful because this is like Wild West. It's really a lot of scams. Just trade, keep the big names in the portfolio. Don't mess around with some small coins because it's not regulated. Somebody who has like, I don't know, 100 Bitcoins can manipulate market whatever he wants. You know, it's crazy. But if you know this stuff from traditional markets, and if you know that how to handle it, you can take it as advantage. But if you're like a newcomer, they're gonna eat your life. Really, it's crazy market.
Well, you know, I liked this presentation you gave us today, Tilen. I'm glad I reached out to you on Twitter. You know, you gave kind of a coin. I wasn't a crypto I wasn't aware of that looks like it could go higher. And you know, if someone who would walk away from trading very liquid markets like oil and managing, you know, portfolios for people and you traded commodities and you were told you're not cool, and you're doing this and you're not going back, and it tells me that we should all be paying more attention to this space because, you know, to me, a chart is a chart is a chart. So there's something special to attract, you know, a trader like you to this asset class. So
there is.
Appreciate you being with us today.
Thanks, Dale, for the insights. Always welcome. Yes, I'm for the final words, if I may. Yes, I'm pretty sure that cryptocurrencies are here to stay. Good projects are going to change the way we communicate, the way we live, we trade. There are some good names out there, but you have to be careful on the market. Really, it's really not for some newcomers just to enter the market and try to learn how to trade. It is not proper, and you have to be careful about it.
Yes, definitely go small. Don't use leverage. Pay hold cash positions. And the worst scenario is, you know, your portfolio loses 30-40% in value. Not that you'll have a margin call and be forced to liquidate all your capital. So glad to call you my trading warrior brother now.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks.
All right, Tilen. Everyone, you've heard Tilen Sariah. Keep an eye on his project. You're expecting your platform to be ready at the end of the year. Trader Hub IO, get on their email list, and he'll keep you in touch because it sounds to me like Tilen's going to have a great platform because he is a trader. He knows what we need to function. So I'll be definitely keep in touch with me. Let me know when you launch. If there's anything I could do, just ping me, buddy.
Thanks, Dale. Thanks, Dale, for this.
All right, good hunting. I hope that I don't know what they call. They don't call them pips in crypto. What do they call it when you make money? What's it called?
Well, basically, they just say when moon and when Lambo. This is the only words they know. It's crazy.
All right. All right. Well, good hunting. I hope all of that rains on you, buddy. So thank you very much. And that's it for Turnaround Tuesday, everybody. And hope you're having a good day. What's the dollar doing? Dollar's still pushing. Okay. Still believing it. Turnaround Tuesday. See you guys tomorrow. And remember, don't just count your pips, count your blessings. Adios.
Bye.
Thank you, Tilen.